Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Blind. Heading to new places, but first, inventory. As per usual. Gonna sell some things, auction some things. It's gonna be a good time. Can't do anything with soul-bound stuff, but we can look at it, I guess. Here is a staff. It is 3 sticks taped together. Brilliant. We got a little mace. We got sword. Here is a hammer. None of this stuff's gonna be too crazy, as is incredibly low level. Going super short cape, obviously. That's a reasonable scimitar there. Some gray, very basic gloves. A belt. Chunkier stone hammer. A little shield. A knife. Pants. Belt. Classic stuff. We'll be seeing more interesting things as we continue up into higher level areas and stuff. That's not what's going to be happening right now, but we will once we get there. Soulbound items. All kinds of quest rewards here. Soulbound, 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 gray. Lots of things we don't need here. Soulbound, gray, gray. Even just white armor is also not really worth much new. I really don't expect that to actually sell. We'll sell the spring water. We'll keep the rune cloth. And the linen for other situations. Got these. And try to sell some of this. Selling some of this stuff. Is it really particularly worth it? When we have 6,000 gold to be messing around with this kind of thing? Questionable. Here's some healing herbs. No results found. If there's no results found, we're just not gonna bother. The value's just not there, obviously. One small spider leg. Technically has some option interest. There's vendors for 5 copper. We can go at least slightly higher here. We have eggs. Eggs. Some linen cloth. Oh, was it linen cloth we needed? It's like silk, wool. Yeah, I don't think we really need linen for the turn-ins. It's very, very cheap though. It's double the price here. Go for the more reasonable value here, kinda. Here's a flower. A tiger's eye. Not quite have as much value as it said it did. I was gonna get the most up-to-date information here. Nobody wants any boglin roots right now. Increase physical damage by 1 for 10 minutes. It's definitely something. Light leather. A couple silver leaves. The silver bar from a chest was pretty good find. It'd be interesting to see how just starting a new character would be. Because you'd be able to get some interesting things like that happen. We're just not gonna worry about any of these things then. We can just put those in a shop. Not to worry about it either way. Let's also get all our stuff here. And sold some things. Decent. I'm just gonna put a lot of this back on there again. Probably. Elixir of defense. Nice and cheap. Trying to get rid of them. These. Also, nice and cheap. Approaching. Is it even worth it? Kind of levels of price. There's this pattern. Sulfur. Super cheap. If it keeps coming back, it's not much demand for it, clearly. Some tails. Nobody wants any tails. Singular dark iron ore. For slightly cheaper. Alright, so they want that. Nobody really wants a coal. Like diamond will go cheaper. Or elements cheaper. Gold ore we'll put back in for regular price. And mythical. Stack of 7. Is that excessive? Probably not. Everybody really needs the fish and stuff. And fiery plate gauntlets for cheap. I think we can be good with that. Also, while we're here, I want to kind of look for these advanced armor pieces again. We have top half of Volume 2, bottom half of Volume 2. So still no top half of Volume 1 available. We will keep on keeping an eye out for those. Eventually, we might find some. There's a shop right over here. We can just sell the rest of this stuff too. Easy enough. Don't need any of these. And worrying about how much it is not a great use of our time. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's even collect up another inventory full of low-level things. Overall, we're doing okay. I think we probably... I'd say just like the silver bar probably paid for our repair costs while we were out here at least. So we're doing all right. We're doing all right. These potions also can reduce, so. Anyways, let us get moving. We are going elsewhere. We've done Teldrassil and Darnassus and all this. There is another quest right here, though. Find somebody. I'm sure we will be able to find them at some point. Find Ranshaw. Yes, yes. These feathers seem to hold the same magical enchantment that I noticed previously. While I'm not certain what we might find, we should continue searching for answers, Eric Harrison. A colleague of mine recently traveled into Winterspring to observe the wildkin there in their own habitat. Why don't you catch up with her and see what she found? Eastern Winterspring. We have previously been doing quests with Erlas there, but quite a while ago. And that was the point where we said, next step in Winterspring, we're like, no, we're not going to do that right now. But now we are going to do that. Not right now, but later. And that completes the pick up every quest in all of Teldrassil system. So, technically we have quite a few of these quests just on the list here that we could do at any time. Got warrior quests, we got this quest that we just picked up. A few things into Darkshore and Blackfellow Deeps. If necessary, we will swing back around and complete some of those to get more space on the quest log. But we still have 15, so honestly it's probably going to be fine. What we're doing now is just flying over here. And that is not the end of transportation. There's one of the quest turn-ins down there. One of the quest turn-ins down over here. Lots to do in Darkshore. There's a whole pile of stuff here in Aberdeen. And then some stuff down here in a big pile. And a few other ones sprinkled around. But we are not going to Darkshore right now. I mean, we are, but we're not going to be staying in Darkshore. Or picking up any quests. I guess we could turn this one in, since it's right here. That would save us a slot at least. I think that's a good plan. Since it's right here in town. If it was anywhere else, we wouldn't. And there. Archaeologist Ollie. So glad Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisper sent for us.
Safe travels.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad about that too. Quest complete. Counts. Totally counts. We got 19 reputation with Nomergon. Brilliant. Look at that here. We still can get a little bit more with Nomergon and Exodar. Get those up to Exalted. That is kind of the idea here. Only specifically Exodar here. So we're heading right here on the boat to Azure Mist. Unfortunately, there's not a flight path like those out there. Even though you would think there possibly could be. But it's also the whole situation where this is in a different instance since it's TBC. But I think there is a flight path that goes to Ghostland, so I don't know. It just felt like boat. When you feel like boat, use a boat, I guess. I guess now we wait for a boat. Anyways. We can see just a absolute pile of quests to be done out here in the mist. Nothing particularly high level. Similarly, Azure Mist Isle is a starting zone. And then continues on to Blood Mist Isle. Much like Teldrassil is continuing over into Aberdeen here. But since it's completely separate out this way, I'm just gonna go do all that. Anything happening in the Exodar? Click on the Exodar. Should be in there somewhere. Got donation, 7, PvP. Let's see if there's anything actually in the Exodar. Eventually. We're not heading that way. First things. Gotta start at the start. Obviously. Obviously. On a boat. There's another shop here if we needed shop services. Always nice having a boat with a shop. Shop and a blacksmith. Very, very nice boats. Very good stuff.
Ishnuala.
Amen.
Farewell.
Alright. On a boat. I think we probably could have used the Hearthstone, the Exodar. Probably would have been fine. Either way. We're going to get to experience the boat. Let's get the front of the boat. We don't want to fall off the boat. If we do that, we'll definitely take the flight path. Or teleport. Let's go. Here we go. Cinematic. There's Teldrassil. Except probably only the bottom portion of it. Doesn't look like much of a tree from this angle. Where's the at the top? Well, it's just trees at the top, so I don't know. Either way. Either way. We are now over here. Once it loads. There we go. Technically we have that. Also technically, if I jump when I hit the water, maybe it works better. At any rate, here we are. Azure Mist Isle. So technically safe there. So what we need to do now is get to the starting area, which we can figure out by where it is level 1. Just over here. In the more sectioned off section, which is generally the starter area. Nice one way in. Definitely a system. Okay. Let's head over that way. And we have water walking just walk over here. That's fine too. There's some copper. We're not gonna bother mining any copper. Not the most valuable. I do like mining the stuff though. So if we're right on top of it, maybe we do. It's gonna have some value, presumably. Markets and all that. But yeah. Just need to head over this way. Just take the road here, it's fine. Going up into Azure Watch. We'll be back here momentarily. Once we finish everything over in the Ammon Valley. So we got some caves, some quests. There's all these bandits quests just everywhere. Let's see what that has in store for us. Presumably it's just one quest in a ton of different locations. There's a very copper-rich section right here. My goodness. And a quest we'll get once we are coming back from here. Let's get in. Someone's already bought our peace blood. Brilliant stuff. And another quest on your way through. Really getting the whole leading you over to the next area kind of situation. Here's some little moths. Not much of a path right here in between. That's alright. Oh, heading back in here. There's some mutations. A survivor. Presumably we'll help them once we are told to. Up here, we got ship of some description, or a building, crash site. And here is more guys inside here doing stuff. And then over on this side is the actual crash area. Here's a level 1 Draenei Shaman coming on down. I believe right up here was the actual starting area. So, as a Draenei, you show up just in this crashed wreck here, presumably having survived the whole crash here. Some water back here. Overall, very much a start. And presumably, MacLeod has something to say to you. But he has nothing to say to us. It's been a wild trip since crashing here. We just kind of spawned, just standing nearby some traders and stuff. All the way back in Cold Ridge Valley. No, not such a grand entrance as crashing onto here. Let's see what we can get up to here. All kinds of quests, yeah. Proanitus.
Good fortune.
Replenishing the healing crystals. We are the Draenei. Our ship crashed. Since we have many wounded, our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do this, at this point, is to extract the blood from the local Veil moths. Their blood will make for a suitable substitute. The moths can be found in many places around the Veil, mostly in the northwest. Get 8 vials of moth blood.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Doing some moth blood transfusions. It's a strategy. Let's grab a bunch of stuff here. One is T-Rex. The volatile mutations that we saw. The irradiated power cores from the Exodar have been wreaking havoc on the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of the strange creatures seem to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer number are becoming too much for us to handle. I'd like you to go out and cull their numbers somewhat, and perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought. Kill 8 volatile mutations.
Long life.
So, Veil Moths. They didn't give us anything to harness the blood. Then we just need to get it. There's a mutation. Dead too. Oh, oh.
I can't do that yet.
Come on. Clicked it. We need some blood.
I'm out of
Yes,
men.
free for all. Looting. Yep. Hello, Steam. How you doing? Free for all looting. There's an injured guy that we're gonna have to deal with later, probably. Moth. Mutation.
Too far away.
Fuck you. We got torn moth wings. I think we're opening something else here. Yep, that's definitely Draenei being opened. Moment here. There we go. I clicked that a while ago and then clicked off of it. I don't know why it's still opened. Anyways, back to this. We got moths and mutations. They're just hanging out here by the crystals. Look at that.
That ability.
There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. Turn in both of these. Right here.
May the light embrace
You finished? That's good news. Hopefully we can find a way to avoid the killing of these mutated beasts in the future. I believe I've formed a plan that might give us an alternate solution to this problem. I'll need your help.
Blessings upon your
What
family.
must be done? The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Vale have been mutated because of this. I have a theory on how to heal the lake. I must have samples from the mutated lashers for analysis. They found to the west in the Epen fields. Will you help me, warrior? Get 10 lasher samples.
Lionis Akar.
And then the apprentice also had a quest here for us. Which is Michelle.
Open your heart to the light.
I'm sure that with our help upon this Terex, we'll be able to find solutions to our problems. Botanical legwork.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
The Yemen fields to the west are the prime breeding ground of the local lasher population. Yep, just told us about that. The corruption of the water table from the nearby lake. This Terex is worried that the lashers will not be able to repopulate themselves once we've cleansed the lake. Go to the Yemen fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me, so I might take a look at them, see what can be done. Should be able to identify them by their uncharacteristic red petals.
Seek the path.
We'll fight the lashers and pick up some petals while we're there. Also on the list here, we can not be tracking that right now. Here's your moth blood.
Light embrace you.
Have you harvested the necessary moth blood for the healing crystals yet? The survivors scattered all over the Vale. Time is of the essence. One extraction is more than enough to replenish a healing crystal. Very good.
Blessings upon you.
Regrettable that those creatures had to die, so we might live. Indiscriminate killing is not the Draenei way. However, the blood you gathered will replenish our healing crystals, so their deaths will not be in vain. We're gonna get some slippers for killing moths.
Good health. Long life.
Urgent delivery. Now you've gathered all that we need to replenish our healing crystals, you need to deliver the vials to Zeldun, our priest. You'll find him tending to our wounded inside the central chamber of the ship.
Lionis Akar.
I think we can accomplish that. Walk over here. There he is. He's also the priest trainer.
Open your heart to the light.
Though I cannot offer you training, young warrior, and give you my blessing. Walk boldly in the light. Anything else? Yep.
Lionis
Got
Akar.
these bundle of vial for you. Hello, warrior. What have you there? Is it for me?
May your days be long.
Good work.
Your
This will do
hardships
nicely to replenish our depleting.
well. Warm wishes to you. remember
healing
lessons of the
crystals.
past.
But now that you're here, I think I have another use for you, if you're willing.
Safe journey.
That was a lie. He's got nothing else for us.
Have not forgotten us.
He's looking around. Presumably it'd be heal people. Apparently not. Anyways, let's grab some quests from over here, since we're now right here. Oh, do you have it available now? Warrior training is available.
May the light
Mission
embrace
Zana.
you.
The hunter's driving me nuts. I'm missing all sorts of parts. I need to fix it. Gotta fix some stuff with some spare parts. We managed to recover a damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Amon Vale. There were devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local Owl King carried them off before we could get to them. Erickson, you must go south to Nestlewood Thicket and Hills to find the spare parts.
Safe journey.
Yeah, this guy here, Vindicator Aldar. Many are the paths of the Light Warrior. Let's decide which to follow on this world or any other.
May your
Activation.
days be long and your
Zana
hardships
needs our help to salvage parts from the Exodar. Terex prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestlewood Owlkin living in the area of a lot of the salvage. Just get close to the unaffected ones and use the crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. Find the Owlkin Nestlewood Thicket and Nestlewood Hills to the southeast.
blessings upon your
Get
family.
a fancy crystal. Warrior training. Here's the warrior trainer.
Arcanon Poros.
I require warrior training. I do not.
Remain vigilant.
Another just section here that's not quite working the way you would expect it.
Each day.
We would get warrior training, but we already did the warrior training. Warrior training presumably having something to do with like go and learn your first skills or something. But since we already did that, we can't do it again. It's kind of just sitting there. Let's go find the pool over here. Is there a pool here? To the west, to the south. Let's say root lashers. We need lasher samples, like that one. We also need to pick up the flowery bits. Samples. Got some corrupted flowers. Plenty of corrupted flowers, so. It's more of a field than a lake, that's alright. Simple.
Not ready yet.
Fuck you. Simple. Flower. Good.
Need.
That flower had pants. Makes total sense.
Not enough range.
I don't know.
I need a target.
That takes care of those. Head to the Nestlewood Hills. Let's have other things done here. Might just be a situation where we need to finish some of the other quests before we activate the Go Heal People quest. We will see. We will see.
Warm wishes with you. May your days be
Hello, warrior.
long
Do you have those
and
flowers yet?
hardships
Yes, indeed. Even oozes red sap.
Dionysaka.
Very normal. Very good. These look like fine specimens. Thank you for performing the fieldwork. Once we can find the time to analyze these, we should be able to tell what it will take to restore the fields.
Favor the road traveled by few.
You examine it, figure it out. Very good.
Each day is a
I need all the samples in good condition if we're to have a chance of cleansing the lake. We don't have much time for you.
do not use
We'll lash your samples. Looks like it's in good condition. Very good. This will do. Thank you, warrior. While you're out, I managed to gather some equipment together to make an analysis of the samples. This should only take a moment.
seek the path of the
Healing the
light.
lake. Thank goodness, I think it'll work. I'll have an agent for you to spread at Silverline Lake to the south. Neutralize the effects of the irradiated ship's power crystal that fell there. Smell and scatter the neutralizing agent near it. Don't worry, you won't be exposed long enough to become irradiated.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
So they were kind of talking about the
The
lake.
Naru have not forgotten us. Seek the path of the light.
That's the lake here. Interesting. Let's head towards the lake part of the lake here. Or is this the lake? Was this the lake? It's hard to say. They're talking about the lake and the lashers. These are the guys here. Is this a lake? And there's a crystal there. This could be it. Yeah, radiant power crystal. Let us neutralize. Disperse the neutralizing agent. Dispersed. Brilliant stuff. Alright. Let's go here. With all these guys. Target. That's what Alkin. He's not. I'm gonna find non-mutated ones. There's a Nestwood Alkin. Hey there.
Too far away.
Use this. You've been inoculated. Brilliant stuff. Oh, looking for more of these guys to inoculate.
I'm out of range.
Just takes a little bit. Also looking for the spare parts. Doesn't look like it minds the crystal's effects. They're confused. They're confused. There, that could be. Go up here. Now, the other question is, these mutated Alkin have the pieces we're looking for.
Too far away.
Potentially. That's good. Okay, boxes. Another broken heal here. Or inoculate at least. Devices sufficient to salvage the parts of the area. Carry them off and move them. Find the spare parts. We'll look for the spare parts over here. They carried them off, so potentially they have them, or used to have them, in a cave. There's a spare part. This is what we're looking for. Very, very noticeable. Very, very apart. Looks like it's still in working order. Uh-huh. It's a magical spinning thingy thing. Very, very functional. Very cool.
Too far away.
Do that. Okay. And here's some more of the pieces here. 4 in total. Easy enough. Emitter, spare parts. Alright. This is Nestlewood Hills. Normal and mutated Owlkin living together in harmony, I guess. That's good. Everything seems mostly fine, even if they are a little bit mutated. Things could be worse. Things could be worse. Probably. Almost made it through the cave without having to get off our mount. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it feels like you really could just allow mounts in caves and towns and buildings and stuff, but not a huge difference either way. That's alright. All the little electrical blasts from the power crystals just all over the place. Not very safe. Not very safe.
The Legion will fall.
The more we can do to clear up Nestlewood, the faster Xana can get back to work.
Remember the lessons of the past.
With many of the Owlkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and not have to worry about wiping out the Owlkin population in the area. Here, choosing these, you've done good work and you deserve to be rewarded. An elixir of Lion's Strength, elixir of Minor Defense. Increase strength by 4. It's a battle elixir. Also get some healing potions.
Draenei's Aka.
Very convenient. Very cool. Missing Scout.
Faith.
We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity up on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting missions already undertaken have been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. Warrior, you need to head southwest to the other side of Silverline Lake, find Tolan, and see what has delayed him.
Good health and long life.
And we got some spare parts for you. We have those spare parts. I know that we'll get this emitter repaired. With any luck, there will be someone else out there left to talk to. Because at this point, you don't know if anything else has gone better than the current crash.
Be kind to those less
Let me take a look at those. Yes, I think that these will do nicely. Good job, Eric Dixon. The emitter is rather complex, so it may take some time to finish the repairs. Let you know when it's ready. In the meantime, you might see if Vindicator Aldar has anything he could use you for. We get to choose between pants. Pants quest. I'd love to see it. Store here, weaponsmith here. Get plenty of Exodar reputation. Back over these guys. Level 6. Draenei Shaman. Wait a minute. I can hear you. Yeah, that's fine. Good way back. Journalist. When you described, the neutralizing agent worked. I just wish that I knew how long it will last. We really need to remove that power crystal from the lake entirely. That's a tall ask. That thing is massive and shoots off lightning. Thank you, Eric Erickson. I'll tell Tidon to try the neutralizing agent on one of the captured beasts at once. There's the... Go ahead and try the neutralizing agent on the mutated creature. It's time to let you out of this cage. Volatile mutations here. What's it gonna do? Just kind of chilling. Now put the neutralizing agent on it. This could go poorly. Turned it into a volatile mutation rabbit. Success. That's gonna go out there and get eaten by a volatile mutation. I'm sure. I'd say that is successful. Very good. Okay. What else in here has got anything else for us? Let us continue this way. Go find the missing scout. Past the lake, essentially. Kind of been down to Nestlewood Hills, kind of been over this way. There's also a quest when we get over this way, so we'll pick that up over in the area. Let's find this scout. Don't want to have a missing scout. That's no good. That's no good. There's another survivor just here. We ever gonna help them? We will see. Tolan, how's it going?
The Legion's end.
Don't worry about me.
Remain
Help,
vigilant.
blood elves. They ambushed me. Don't have long.
Draenei's Aka.
You must eliminate the blood elf threat. Find out what they're up to. They're on the ridge behind me. Kill 10 blood elf scouts.
Good health, long life.
I think we can do that. Hope you've made your peace. Hope you've made your peace. Blood elves. Let's see here. There's also this up here. Look at all these guys. I got a whole setup up here. My goodness. How rude.
Too far away.
What are you doing? Surveyor Candris. Any blood elf plans I could grab? Let's look and see if possibly they'd be on the ground before killing them. Because then we'd have to wait for them to respawn. This quest requires level 2. This might seem important. Should take them to Vinegar Elder at the crash site. We can do that. There's got a little blood elf thing here. They're doing something weird with a crystal. It's probably not good news. Crystals are never good news. There's a survivor right here next to the blood elves. That's not ideal.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Got 'em.
Remember the lessons of the past.
These blood elves mean to kill us all. How are we to divert them from this course? By giving me a chest, please.
Blessings upon your
Blood elf
family.
spy. Dun, dun, dun. I have a plan. Let's kill their leader. Though their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. We need to buy time until the repairs are completed. Then Vindicator Elder must know of this. Kill the surveyor, then return. Tell him what we found. Slay Surveyor Candrus. Yep. No, wasn't for the plans, it was for the actual quest here.
May your days be long.
That's
and
unfortunate.
Your hardships.
That's unfortunate. Maybe they already respawned. Yeah, there they are.
I'm out of range.
Eh. You won't take me alive, scum. Took your bread. I have bread now. There you go. Whee! So that's when we would have typically gotten the other quest there then. But we just did it preemptively. Yeah, never take you alive. Can confirm. Did not take them alive. Turn these in. There's all these survivors just lying on the ground everywhere. It really did feel like there was supposed to be a go heal the survivors quest from the priest guy. Yeah.
Chronokai Christ.
Blood Elf spy.
Do not lose faith.
Thank you for dealing with the Blood Elf surveyor. Surely she was their leader. Rest assured, we will deal with whatever remnant of them is still nearby. This is one of these weapons. It's a sign of gratitude. Exodar. All sorts of stuff. I'll take a crossbow. Two-handed sword? I could get a two-handed sword.
Good health.
And
long life.
the Blood Elf plans. What you got there? Plans.
Remain vigilant.
Here, let me read those plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. Then here takes a moment to regain his composure. I apologize. That was uncalled for. We are indebted to you for uncovering this information, Eric Erickson.
May your days be
The
long.
emitter.
Your hardships.
Eric Erickson, while you were out investigating the Shadow Ridge, Xana here has been going on about the holographic emitter. You may want to speak with her.
Blessings upon your family.
Eh. Quest complete.
Blessings upon you.
I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal and that should do it. Take a look at the emitter, Eric Erickson. It looks like it's beginning to work. Something is appearing. Or someone even.
Remain vigilant.
It is... this guy. Yeah. By the 7 small crystals, others have survived the crash. Son, is that you? So good to see you again. This is image of Timishin Diver. Yeah. And who do we have here? No doubt the man that made this communication possible. I give you greetings from Azure Watch. Aha, Azure Watch. Judging by your signal, we put you just southeast of the larger part of the island we crashed onto. Cross the Crystal Brook River to get... Sorry, there's a lot of stat. Signal's not great here. Clearly. Travel to Azure
May your
Watch.
days be long and your
By all that is
hardships
good, Eric Erickson. This is great news. Your efforts have indeed saved us, Eric Erickson. I try my best. Let's go at once to this Azure Watch and speak with Nivlin. There's a path that leads west off of this tiny isle. Follow it and cross the Crystal Brook River. To arrive on the larger part of the isle, you need to follow the path. You should find Azure Watch. See if you can convince them to send us some aid and supplies. The rest of us will follow when we can. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you.
Safe.
There you go. So that's all the quests here. Except for the warrior training we can't do. We're leaving all the survivors. They're fine, I guess. Wild. We can pop up here, see if there's anything we can do with these bandits. So if we can cross the river up that way, we have to take this path. We need to take the path up there. If it's the same bandits as all these other bandits west, we're not going to really worry about it, I guess. That's fine. This is fine. We do have a few more quests to grab as we leave here, though. With anyone here.
May the light embrace you.
But I wouldn't give for a healing crystal right about now. Word from Azure
Kind
Watch.
to those less fortunate.
Warrior, a couple mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scavenger mission from Azure Watch. I've received word from Zana. Please, could you go speak with caregiver Chillin in my stead? She needs to know how many people to expect in Azure Watch. Just cross the Crystal Brook River here, continue following the road until you get to Azure Watch. Be sure to ask her for a place for yourself to stay in.
May your days be long.
Go to Azure Watch, and on your way, another guy's like, hey, go to Azure Watch. Really getting going here. Fishing trainer and supplies. Okay. Grab a net, young warrior. Our people need sustenance. Red snapper. Very tasty.
Favor the road, travel.
I found that these waters are bustling with red snapper, a very tasty fish. With a fishing net, I can catch enough to feed dozens of Draenei. Unfortunately, I was recently attacked by a creature known as a murloc when netting in the river, and have suffered some injuries that prevent me from doing my job. I need help. Use this fishing net near schools of red snapper found the Crystal Brook River to the east to catch the fish. What do you say? Remember to return the net when you're finished. And we get a fishing pole.
Remain vigilant.
Cast your Draenei fishing net into a school of red snapper. Interestingly, we only use fishing rods most of the time. Which is wild. Ah, angry Murloc. He's not happy with us getting the fish here. He did drop the fish though, so that makes sense. That's just a crab there. Red snapper. This is quest red snappers. You can't just go fishing and get these instead. Very specifically from the fancy little fishing pools here. We're getting closer to where these. Yep. Look how little this angry Murloc is. Oh, little guy. Probably should loot him for the fish there. Probably has one. Yep, yes it is. Okay. There's another piece of crashed debris here. Loot. Walking on water. We're getting there. Loot. There's a certain distance that's faster to get on a mountain and get back off. There we go. Here is a total of 50. It's an interesting something right there. And here is Bandit's quest. Mysterious. Any bandits around here? Doesn't look like it. How peculiar. Well, like we said before, it's bandits all over the place. It's also bandits up here. It's also bandits up here. It's bandits everywhere. Signs of activity. But not currently. Whoever was here is no longer. They have moved. Looks like there's just bandits. So, how many of these are just bandits? All of them? Sure as padding. This system here. My goodness. Anyways, we got some fish. Bandits here, bandits there. As many quests here as it looks like, I suppose. Sounds like that's gonna be a difficult quest if it's gonna be in any one of those dozen plus locations. My goodness. Red snap, very tasty. Jump for murlocs, strange and extremely annoying little creatures. Indeed.
Seek the path.
Hope the murlocs didn't cause you too much trouble, Eric Erickson. I owe you a great debt of gratitude for all that you've done. Perhaps I could teach you how to fish. They even supply the fishing pole and a bobble. Ooh, shiny bobble. And a regular fishing pole. We're a little bit past that. Find Actaeon. You did a wonderful job, Eric Erickson. Our people will be thankful for this bounty. With that said, would you mind taking this haul of red snapper to Actaeon at Azure Watch? Should be hard to find, as he's awaiting this catch.
Safe journey.
Another quest to go to Azure Watch. It's right over here. It's right over here with all the quests and symbols and all that. Is there another donation? Grab that. Actually, there's not an auction house here. Loop back around. Although getting to an auction house is more work than that. We can get to the auction house. Just getting back here is more the problem. That's okay. Here we go. Getting into Azure Watch. The first small town kind of area situation here. And we will start from here. Ammon Valley completed. If we just ignore these symbols here. There's a few problems with it. It's a community-driven add-on here for the questing and all that. So it mostly works. We just need to be paying a little bit of extra attention. Anyways, we start from Azure Watch. Now, in Azure Mist Isle proper. Next time. Goodbye.